Good morning guys, and welcome to Friday's free racing tips video. I hope that you're all doing well and looking forward to the weekend. Of course, Friday does bring a little bit of extra buzz around, and let's hope that we can have a few winners to brighten up what is a cold, chilly Friday, and the weather's certainly taken a turn for the worse. But yeah, hopefully we can raise a few spirits with a few winners today. Unfortunately, the racing at Catterick has been called off. I think they hit as low as -6 last night, so no surprise to see that that's called off after a frozen track there. And in terms of quality today, it's not the best. We've got 4 meetings. We were at Catterick. We're at Chepstow, sorry, after Catterick got called off. We're at Chepstow. They host a jumps meeting. Then it's all about the all-weather from Lingfield this afternoon, and then Wolverhampton and Dundalk this evening. Looking at yesterday, it was nice to have a couple of winners, 5-2 and 5-1. That 5-2 shot was the next best bet for Gold members as well, so some nice profit was landed. But it was a shame to see the premium tip backed all the way into 11-10 from 5-2. So a lot of money had gone on this horse. I think a lot of people thought that Grace Filly could go in again, but didn't prove to be the case. I don't think the horse got the best of trips round, and not one completely to write off, but a little bit frustrating that I couldn't do the business, because it felt really good that we could have a big day there. That would have seen some really nice returns for Lucky 15 as well, but just wasn't to be in the end. And that's been the way of the premium tips recently. They've just kind of they've not really lived quite up to expectations, and most of them have been fairly well backed. But I'm sure we can turn that around. They are still showing some profit for January, and yeah, with what's this, with just tomorrow being the final day of January, let's hope we can have 2 big days to finish off the month. And we will look at that premium tip first. So we're going to look at the premium tip that goes in the 255 at Chepstow, today's premium tip. And our tip is Head Spin, and that's currently around the 3-1 mark. Now, this horse has been in the top 3 in each of his last 7 races, and has managed a couple of wins in that time as well. So comes here in great shape and could be ready to add another victory this afternoon. I think this drop down in trip is a positive, to be honest, off this mark, which is quite high, but it's by no means after a couple of decent thirds in longer races recently. This shows that the horse isn't firmly in the grip of the handicapper and could still have another win or 2 in him. Andrew Thornton gets on really well with the horse as well, and does look to be the best bet in this race for me. As I say, just in excellent form, jumping fences really well, step down in trip is a positive, and just tick a few boxes. And at 3-1 looks to be really nice value there in the 255 at Chepstow. Head Spin. The Little Earner today, we'll move on to that, but we are staying at Chepstow for today's Little Earner. It goes in the 330 there at Chepstow, and our tip here is Cash Injection, currently around about the 14-1 mark. Now, this horse does have a little bit to find and does need to improve just a little bit off this mark of 104. That's for some recent successes and some really good runs, but I think the horse is more than capable of a big run. Again, a drop down in trip for this horse, which is a positive for me, down to 2.5 miles, certainly what you want. And also a drop down in class here today. This is a class 4 race and has been competing in class 3s recently, I believe. As I said, 2.5 miles looks to be the right trip for the horse, and the booking of Noel Feely is certainly an interesting one. He's riding better than most at the moment, and yeah, I think that's a really interesting booking, and he could even eke out that little bit of improvement that could be needed for Cash Injection to at least hit the frame today. And at 14-1, the horse does look to be a nice big price. Okay, as well as that, we've got the Lucky 15 on the site today as well at freeracingtips.co.uk/get-lucky15. In terms of tomorrow's racing, we'll really look ahead at that to in the morning. Tomorrow morning there'll be a video around the same sort of time, and yeah, hopefully we can have a few big Saturday winners as well. Do keep an eye at freeracingtips.co.uk and the big races category as well for a few blog posts on some of the big races taking place today. They'll come throughout the afternoon. So thank you for watching today's video. That is just about it. Hopefully we can have a good day full of winners. Do let us know if you have any tips or any bets that you've got on today. But thank you for watching, and bye-bye.